Hey everybody. So I wanted to share experience with you guys about everyday intuition or everyday precognition. For those of you who don't know what that is, precognition is when you have when you have a sense of something, or you feel something, see something, have an experience before the event itself. Or before the moment that is associated with that event. So like when you have a dream about something and then it happens, that's precognition. When you feel, like for example, sometimes before someone passes away, people feel death, or they feel something that's off, and they can't explain it, but they just feel like something's off. Sometimes that's precognition. Not every time, sometimes. You have a lot of people who are constantly having precognition, but then nothing ever follows up and nothing ever happens, right? But when it's actually authentic precognition, it's not. A lot of people want to apply like extreme circumstances or extreme moments with it, and it's not. It's an everyday thing. Like I think we all have precognitive moments throughout our lives that we never really realize the precognitive. And it's because, and what I say to everybody is we're all psychic. We all have the ability to tune in and to sense things beyond our just, everyday normal experience. And so for me, because I do this work professionally, I have a lot of moments where I'm experiencing precognition, but it's so normal for me that I don't really, it's not a big deal, right? It's just everyday stuff. Here's an example. Like last night, I had a dream. And it's funny because when I go to sleep, sometimes I listen to ASMR videos. And I was listening to one last night, made me really relax, and then it just kind of, boop, I went to bed. And in the dream that I had, there was 3 parrots in the dream. So it's just, there was like a branch, and there was these parrots that were hanging out on the branch. And I had no idea what that was about. And it was just like, it probably took up a majority of my sleep last night, just these freaking parrots on the branch. So they're really pretty. They could talk, they could communicate. They're really sweet, looking birds. And I thought, okay, well, that's an interesting dream. I have no idea what that was about. And I woke up this morning and I was like, I wonder what that meant. And I was trying to apply meaning to it. I was like, I wonder if the parrots represented my higher self trying to speak to me. Because, parrots, talking parrots, communicative entity, communicative being, et cetera, et cetera. So you kind of can put meaning into it. So I was like, I wonder what that meant. And so for me, I thought, well, maybe it meant my higher self, talking to me, or maybe it meant my spirit guide, or maybe they were representative of my loved ones in spirit trying to say hello. Because I know, in many instances, spirits can use birds as a way to communicate, whether just having the birds show up or whatnot. So I woke up this morning, I was like, well, I don't know what it means. This is what I think it means. And so right now I had to go get the newspaper because I wanted to read the paper, and I knew I had a couple of things from Amazon arrive today as well. So I walked up to the mailbox, and I opened up the mailbox. There were my packages, got my paper, and then there was a piece of paper in there, and the paper had like an arrow drawn on it, and I was like, okay. So I opened it up, and when I opened it up, it was this. So it was a like missing parrots. It's just like a picture of missing parrots right there. So and it's basically like, these parrots are missing. They're in the neighborhood. If you find it, please, let us know. It's a very sweet bird, etc. And there's an arrow pointing to the bird. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that's what the dream was about. And so, not that it's anything significant. I doubt I'll be the one to find the bird. But if someone is energetically putting out waves, because we all put out energy waves. We're all putting stuff out into the universe all the time. And if someone is putting out energy waves and they're driving to the different areas and they're putting these in people's mailboxes, I'm sure that person is in distress, or they're going through a lot of emotional stuff. And so when they were dropping this off, or as they were dropping that off, I'm sure they released a lot of energy. And me, in my receptive state, I probably picked up on it. And it may not have happened in that exact moment. It may have happened, while I was asleep. It could have also happened, after I before I woke up. So it's just a matter when today I actually slept in around until 10 o'clock. So I'm sure this person probably dropped it off during the time I was asleep. But that's all that is precognition. So it's me tuning into something, picking up on something, in the ether, in the collective consciousness that has a lot of energy associated with it. And I'm sure this person is going through a lot of pain trying to find their bird. So that's precognition. And you guys will probably have similar experiences through the course of your life. It doesn't mean that it has to be this big, like, life-shattering event. It's not like, I know we just had an earthquake a few days ago in California, a 7.1. I didn't have any dreams about an earthquake, because I don't always see everything that is happening in the world. So I had no dreams. I had no awareness of that before it happened. It just happened. But there are other times where I will have a dream, like right before Harvey, I had a series of dreams, or had a dream and a series of events happen about Harvey. And I actually posted that in a video, like right before that happened, or right around the time that happened. So that's precognition. Sometimes it is a big event that's happening around the world, is affecting a lot of people. Sometimes it's something as simple as someone's bird, going missing, and they being in pain and struggling, trying to find their bird, and me just picking up on that. And that's occupational hazard there. That's, if you're a professional psychic and you're open to those kinds of energies, you're just going to pick up on it randomly. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just, hey, your antenna's on and this vibration just totally went off in your vicinity and you're picking up on it. And that tends to happen a lot actually, but I don't think anything of it. But I wanted to share like what the experience is like, and it's just like an everyday experience, guys. So I'm curious to see what kind of experiences you have had as far as like precognitive experiences, whether it be a big thing or a small thing. But share it in my comments section. I would be happy to hear about it. But I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday, and I wish you all the best. Okay, till next time. Bye bye.